Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is Vampyr. And after the last episode in which I was so summarily humbled, I thought it was time for a change. First and foremost what I have changed is my inventory. Dragon's Bane. I have now equipped it and I have upgraded it to level 2. Plus it now absorbs blood points. I like a vampiric blade. Besides, now it does 90 damage. 90 damage for 20 stamina, which actually does outdo stamina per damage point considering in comparison to my old common machete. Which is not too surprising considering it is a better weapon, supposedly, considering that you get it for pre-purchasing it, and most of those times those weapons are a little better. On top of that, I by accident sat on the bed and I hit confirm, skipping a night, but that doesn't change your quest, so I can actually, well, stick around, take a rest now and then in between, and it is fine. If I also go to this bed, and I should be careful not to press confirm because that's when it happened, I looked at the abilities and I'm wondering, that I'm level 4 might actually have to do with the amount of times that I've increased things, because those are level 1, and level 2. So that these guys are level 12 doesn't exactly say everything. Now, I have looked into what other abilities do I want. I could, for instance, try actually to add Shadow Mist, but once again, I kind of want to focus on something without it being without being too divergent in my skills and not having any additional power there. But there is interesting here these defensive abilities which also cost no blood whatsoever to use. One hit absorbed, you create an invisible you create an invisible barrier absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. And you will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. 2 seconds control. Now I don't know if this is like a true stun, but if this is a true stun, which I have a feeling it seems is like a stun, I would feel like I could gain so much. Well, here you even gain blood. Will burst out of their body, and then we can actually drain them. This will be our stun ability. So I'm gonna go with this one because I prefer to get them stunned over absorbing a blow. So yes, and there we raised to level 5. So now we know a little bit more about that number, and perhaps we shouldn't be so worrisome. Now we also have here the tactical skills, which do cost something, but 5 stamina used per second when walking. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Now that also sounds pretty cool, but the other one is Spring. You perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. Now, awesome for a character that goes jump into melee, but I think I'm a little bit more inclined to go stealth and then perhaps kill them with a stealth kill. Because I did believe that they said that it was possible. Yeah, I'm not sure about that exactly though, but I do want this as a defensive ability. Do you really want to cancel and lose all your modifications? No, I have to confirm this, so I will sleep yet another night actually, but this feels to me like a little weird because it's not really the following night. But yeah, there we go. Healthy status, nothing changed regarding the quests, so I believe I can do this. And we should now have as our free ability, perhaps I cannot use my weapons inside? Let's just go here into our own ability tree. It's currently at 4. Could I switch you back to number 3? Change to number 3? I can't. But I can do this. And then back. Okay, so it's 3. We now have a number 3, a defensive ability that we can costs no blood. It gives us a stun. And I thought I saw something glowing here. Did I not? Was that just the game? Might have been just the game. Alright. Now I still think that level 12 guys are probably too strong for me, but we just did gain an additional ability and hope that we can avoid the mistakes of last time. Because I also have relearned that there is actually a dodge button. Might be wise at times to use. So, going along with the main questline for a moment. I need to enter here, but let me just look for the alley for a moment. Nothing here, alright. It's a little peculiar. Oh, this is where we killed those guys, right? Yeah, I think this is the garden. Yeah, it is. I think we actually tried this door and first could not enter it. Interesting. Well, let's go. Oh, that actually loads up a whole new thing. Something tells me that this major quest line might be more difficult than one might imagine. Why do I get the sense that I'm about to be jumped on? I also hear things. But I see... What the heck is this blood trail that goes away as I walk? That feels weird. Just trying to get an overview before I step into a room. That's leading outside, alright. I really have the feeling I'm gonna be jumped in here. Am I just jumpy scary? Or is something truly dangerous in this area? We've been in this room already.
It's locked.
Alright. Find a key for the morgue basement. The sounds are becoming ever more present. What the heck am I hearing? Find some... Oh! Hello, good sir. What are you? You are not really interesting. Perhaps we can do some funny business here? I'm just a little worried that there's something in this office. So let's try our free ability. Doesn't last long enough. I need to be closer. Okay. I have no stamina to fight.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still a little bit... I fight too quickly, I fight too fast for my stamina. So I may need to take that into account. The stun also is... It is a good stun. Don't know if that allows me to drain blood, but it is... Where? Oh! That's not a dodge. This is a dodge. I need a Q, you bastard. Darn it. That was annoying. Not satisfactory at all. Where the heck did he come from? Did he come from this area? I thought I checked that, but
Mars fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
I am not enough of a doctor to know if that is indeed something that is true.
I cannot enter.
As I already said once before, I am not a true doctor. I worked in a hospital for a while. Okay. The aggravated damage is negligible. We should be able to do that. I got a little jumped. The Q key did work, but I wish I would just be able to keep my weapon out for indefinitely and not sheet it back every time. No? It's only this? Alright. I guess I have to find the sodium hypochlorate in the basement. Oh. I saw that. There's somebody down there. I saw something moving in here. Where did you bugger off to? I saw something. Am I just going insane? Alright. I wish I also could stealth more. Oh, I see definitely a few folks here. Queuing on the wrong person. You are not too dangerous. There you go, come on. Come to me, bastard. This is quite a range. Oh, Q and free. Can I now bite you? No, I am not allowed to bite him. That is really annoying. Because I had assumed that would be the case. And I can't do him. Wow. Okay. I was really looking to use 2 on him. That's very disappointing that you can't use that ability to drain blood. I know that fight went horrible, but
feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
no, I think they are more like ghouls, my dear friend. But that fight went poorly. But that was also because I was trying out this new ability, trying to see if I could make it work. Nothing in here. The stun is nice, but I do hope it will grow into something that might be used as a stunning ability to truly drain blood. Big ass doors. Not accessible. I am very low on blood though. I see you. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to actually look where that sound came from. There we go. Just get a little bit of a bite. Oh! No, back up. There we go. This is already going much better. You have to dodge at a moment during the fight. And I hear another coming up. Or at least I hear him skewing about. Well, that fight went a lot better. It's a lot easier to use Blood Spear, but at times you need to use different tactics. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but sure. Let's make a sound and let him come here instead of get the jump on me. There you are. See where the Q is leading me? It's leading me off frame, so there's probably someone also outside of that office. Hi, come to me, buddy. Ow, ow, come on. I just tried to stun him for blood, but he was already too weak due to the Blood Spear. Just making sure, checking around. That's odd. This man looks rather fresh. Office of Pembroke Hospital Medical Examiners. Local investigations. A new citizen investigation is available. Press to open the local investigation menu. He was a Caucasoid. It It's Caucasian normally, I believe, but probable cause of death: fast processing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza. Name and signature of medical examiner Dr. Tippett. So, citizen investigation. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new investigation by tracking it with the access to Maravia. Oh, and now we are following this line. Right. I had already unlocked such things, but
Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
I'm getting the feeling that...
It's locked.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's locked. Blood absorb. You can acquire a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press to directly absorb blood. Now, I already have a weapon for that now. Oh. It's just, what do I do with the F key now? Sorry, with the investigation now. I use the F key in order to look at the investigation. No, that was correct. Find out the cause of death. So, can I investigate him again? Yes. Sorry. He has an open chest.
The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Yeah, so something special is going on there. Oh, but it doesn't... No, you can use all of them. Okay, so damaged legs and arms.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
By the way, it is just as light for me as it is on the video. I just checked, but yeah, it's really bright in here. It's not as easy to see, perhaps.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? A puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Alright. But we can also interrogate Gwyneth Brannagan about the error, but doctors can make errors. You should know this. You are a doctor yourself. Oh, Wait, I thought I would come down to the same hallway I was in at first. Have I just lost my way? Hold on a minute. No, this is where we entered. Okay. Just got a little twisted and turned, is all. I don't understand why this door has to close automatically behind me. Possibly not to find this location? Could be it. I wonder if I should destroy these things, if there's ever going to be anything viable coming out of it, but I still think it is wise to do. I still haven't found any sodium hypochlorite, but something tells me there's going to be something big behind. This is a trap. Told you it was a trap. John Doe. Alright. Whoa! Okay. This is a boss fight. I see. I'm trying to press... What the hell? He has two versions of him? And will on him. There we go. That worked well. Ow. That didn't work well. Why can I not press free? I'm trying to press free?
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
I think that is a little ridiculous because, let's face it, I have quite enough blood. I did beat the guy, but can you only stun a person once in a lifetime? I tried to press free really hard to hit on him again, but well, the usefulness of it is definitely made clear.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Sodium hypochlorite, so a saline solution it is. But chloride is indeed kind of dangerous. The chloride part of it. Sodium itself is nothing, it is kitchen salt. By the say, hold on. No, all sodium chloride entirely is kitchen salt. What am I saying? I'm thinking of chlor itself. Chlorine, I think that's in English. Sorry, it's because of Dutch now that I'm making a confusion here. Sodium chloride is just a saline solution. Okay, back up here. Not sure why. An enigmatic formula. Excusez-moi, what does that mean? Perfume bottle. Good resale value. Okay. High resale value. Good resale value. Good resale value. Perhaps we shouldn't break them down for components. But this, we can do. Is that only doable at home? This? Doesn't seem like I can use that right now. Okay. Anything else to plunder here? Seems like this bottle is something you can pick up, but I think it's just the lighting on the bottle. Because I'm looking at it in each way and it's not really doing anything for me. Okay. This door then? Why would you... Would this be then the boss rewards that I'm up here? Oh! There's a craft station. So... You have enough components to craft the medicine for treatment for fatigue. Right, but what I'm more interested in is this. Watery-rich blood sample. So we can now make a light blood serum, a light regenerative serum. Treatment for pneumonia, for sepsis, for bronchitis. Well, we can make quite a few treatments. By the way, as I found it in the last game, it's placed in the 1900s. One of the opening screens says the game is based on the medical science of 1918. I don't know how, possibly because it's 1918 I made 1800s from it or something in my mind, but that was pretty dumb. Let's face it, that was pretty dumb. Okay, so we've done that. I guess we're just gonna go down. Well, we dodged a little better. Combat definitely went better this episode. Now, are you going to have any more surprises for me? The urge to drink blood. Is why would you say that? Is that because my weapon... Oh! Hey, hello! Yeah, you may be resistant, but if you're stunned, it's really difficult to do anything, huh, buddy? Oh, got you. Oh, you are there as well. I saw you. I saw you. Just making sure. I will kill... There are two in here. I tried to cue them. And I got stuck, of course, in the other one. I am getting demolished because there were two. I'm trying so hard to freaking do something here. Oh, I'm constantly out of stamina. And I tried to fight the one that I wanted to fight, but it didn't allow me to fight the one I wanted to fight. I'm not very happy about the Q thing of it all. By the way, I did learn that you do not lose XP when you die. But you do lose all your blood. So this is going to be an even worse fight now. Luckily the stun doesn't cost any blood, but... Could you just not... come up at the same time? Nope. Come on! There we go. Blunt. And then... get away. Whoa, he jumped at me. I'm trying to actually press X to move away, but for some reason it's... There we go. Whoa! You're still alive. Ow. Okay, I'm trying so hard to press 1. Okay, I'm starting to get the feeling that if you're in a certain animation, you can do other things, which feels to me a little bit silly. I just want to heal. But it's just not letting me do exactly what I want to do. I'm annoyed. Slightly about that combat mechanic. Because it's... yeah, well, that's just me. Perhaps. I mean, I am not, by a long shot, a good man to take lessons from for combat games, because I like storied ones. This has a good story though, so I'm definitely going to play this as well, but... And there we go. Eat, drink, be merry. And there we go. Why is the light so... Why is such a bright light? I don't know. That went a lot better though. Now perhaps it's not that the stun was, by the way, not available to me. Perhaps I didn't even notice with the big fight, but there is a pretty big cooldown on that stun ability. After all, that does do wonders for combat. I have to admit. But darn it, man. Did you have to? I just died twice again, and just after I said it was going better with combat, but that's always with me. There you go, you guys are all back. This time I want to look in here first. Is there a bad guy in here? No. And...
behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Interesting that we get the exact same line again. Do we get the exact same enemies again? I don't know, but I would like to get my XP back. Yeah, and there he is. Oh, I press Q first. Thank you. Oh man, listen to me. I'm pressing free so hard. Would you please listen to me when I do something? I can't fucking fight him. I apologize for the language. Just, I'm pressing so hard number 3, and I see on the bottom right my ability is not on cooldown. Is it me? Probably. Probably. Just completely probably me. But I am going to fight all of these guys. And I'm going to do it now in one big sweep. And do it north. And win, for crying out loud. Will you just let me do as I say? Q. Hit him. Did a free on him. Hit him. Do this so that we have at least some blood. And kill him. And of course, then he is on top of me. We'll use 1. And we'll bite again. Use Blood Spear. And kill him. Alright, that went nicely. So, let's go up again. Q. Free. Walk up. Hit. Hit. Stun. Drain is the way that singular opponents, it should be fine.
Behavior
There you go.
similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain.
Go in here.
Sickness moves faster than influenza.
Get this surprise guy to fire. He just died. Alright, go back up. Oh yeah, there was nobody here. We'll go back down and see if we can fight the big boss again. Because I get the feeling now that people are... Sodium hypochlorite solution +4 all of a sudden. I was searching for that like crazy and couldn't find it. Now I have more than enough of it. Watch. Yeah, I forgot to loot these bodies. There we go. Can I now go back down here? Are you going to constantly regenerate these enemies? Well, you are at least going to do for these guys. Oh, shoot. I do seem to get a retrieval from their attacks once I'm starting to drain one. Okay. Oh, and here there is the cue to the wrong guy. Did you see that? That was the guy that was standing in the back there. In the other room. And then I got that. That's why I don't like these type of systems. I rather have control. Now, of course, I could not target, but then again, I noticed that then things become like a wild swing fest. You don't have anything for me to grab? Interesting. You are just going to die like this. Because we don't need it. Alright. Enjoy me retracing my steps here, because I wonder... Do we have to do this all over again?
Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
No, that I don't need to do. I would like to know what it is that gets reset and what doesn't get reset. There we go. That makes short work of singular opponents. That's done. Okay. We'll go back in here. Even if this fight was rather difficult. Ah, he doesn't respawn. The boss doesn't respawn. It's just the minions that respawn. At least seeming... That's what it seems like now. Hi. I see you. There we go. Taken down. Have you guys now completely respawned? No, you've been taken down. Alright. So minions get respawned, all that XP is probably taken away from you, and just the boss and quest XP remain. And all the items that you picked up seem to have not been replenished. Where did I pick up an item in the down floor here? Here in the back. Yeah, so those don't replenish. Alright. Now we know. We're trying to learn things about the game, but... yeah, sometimes a little bit iffy, I have the feeling. It's targeting somebody behind a wall that I don't want to target. And for some reason, it might be my fingers, but I've played MOBAs. I mean, I should be able to reach onto the 1, 2 or 3 position. So, before we end this all, craft... Oh, for the night shift I have to actually craft the darn thing. Ooh, Katie. Let's... Oop. Sorry, game lagged there for a second, so you probably will see that on the recording as well. Craft a treatment for fatigue, that is part of the mission. Alright, so we got one of them. We don't need additional ones right now, is my opinion. Bring the Dorothy crane. Well, we have to see. But first, I also want to interrogate Gwyneth Brand. Want to talk to these two people about that side quest, and I want to do that right now. So that we have a finished story for this episode. And I did die a few times, so let's get a little bit of extra in here, right? You can always still talk to, but actually, I might want to pawn you a few things, considering we have a few things to pawn. Where are the doctors? It used to be full in here. I know why you are here, but that is the other doctor. That's Aykroyd, I believe. And that was the young one. Where's the nurse? Where are the nurses? I've seen one for the main quest, but I'm looking for the side quest right now. That's Tippa, that's not Brannigan. Nope. Actually, we read something about him as a...
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Didn't we find out a clue about him?
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Ah, I see. Actually, I should have perhaps said that she's medically disturbed, but that's not what we were going to do. Hey.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Nope,
Good
that's
evening, Dr. Reed.
the wrong one.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
That's the wrong one. I thought for a moment that it was Brannigan. I think that's Tippett, but I kind of would like, to talk to you first.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Personal questions.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
Is he truly brilliant if he's done that?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
A good point that I already said at the very beginning.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I have the feeling that these questions, despite them being very, I would say intense, I would like to use that word, they are but only to gain XP, not to apparently, unless the quest is resolved truly around it, to disturb the patients or the doctors in this hospital.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
No, not really, I'm afraid.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks. Maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
I don't think I'm going to ask this. Ooh. Alright.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippets, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
That's fine by me. If that is his statement, then I'm fine. But I am going to cover for him. There's no reason for me to bring him down right now. Because what Nurse Brannigan said is true. We need all the hospital beds that we can have. Or all the doctors available that we have. So...
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Disease decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. We'll do this, and then I will go to my bed and possibly spend 2000 XP. Hopefully we will get that in order to increase my blood spear.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Press E to check the medical status. Oh, okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Give medicine.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Alright, we've done this. Was that all? That seemed to be all.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
So let's check him. All of a sudden, all his blood is red. Instead that as we saw before, was a little bit yellow. And with that, I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.